ഓപ്പർച്യൂണിറ്റി തന്നതിന് ക്രൈസ്റ്റ് ഫെലോഷിപ്പ് ഫാമിലിക്ക് വളരെ നന്ദി. ആം, ഇങ്ങനെ വാക്കിംഗ് വിത്ത് ജീസസ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞപ്പോ പെട്ടെന്ന് എനിക്ക് the story that I remembered is when I was a young girl. അപ്പോൾ എൻ്റെ മമ്മിയുടെ ബൈബിളിനകത്ത് ഒരു ബുക്ക് മാർക്ക് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അതിന് there was a story on it. So the story goes like, ഒരു പ്രാവശ്യം ഒരു one small girl, now I'm telling girl because I am a girl, so I relate better. So a young girl was walking with Jesus on a beach. So she saw that she looked back and she saw that there are a pair of footsteps. There are two footsteps. So she asked Jesus, whose footsteps are these? So Jesus told her that these are our footsteps, and these are the footsteps where we walked through in your life. And then she suddenly notices that in the paths of her life where it was the most difficult, and it was a really trying period of her life, there was only one set of footsteps. So she becomes very emotional, very sad, and then she asks Jesus, what is this, Jesus? Did you leave my hand in the time when I really needed you? So Jesus says, no, my child, those were the times when I carried you in my arms. And as a little girl, that really I did not really understand the depth of it. And, but as I grew older, I really understood what it means to walk with Jesus, and how he really carries us in the times when we need him the most, in the most trying period of our times. So I'll be talking from my experiences mostly. When my father went to be with the Lord, and he had told me that he told us that God will give us the grace to go forward. And we didn't really understand how before it happened, but when we were in the fire, that time when we were going through that period, that is when I could really know what it is to walk with Jesus, and know how it is when he carries us in his arms to go through that period. Also, since that day, and in my daily life, it is not only in a spiritual life, and spiritual life and our usual routine life, as I've noted, as I've understood, is not something parallel. Two lanes alla ke spiritual life where ഞങ്ങളുടെ physical life where it is one road that we walk. It is all together one. So if I walk with Jesus in my spiritual life, I will also be walking with Jesus, and he will have an influence in my in Hindi we call it bhautik jeevan. So in our secular life. Thank you so much. In our secular life. So even when I had to take baptism, I didn't know when to take baptism. So I was just like, hey, Jesus, when to take baptism? How will I know whether I'm ready? I don't want to just because of the pressure from the church and the pastor or something like that, start take baptism. So I would ask him, and and ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഞങ്ങള് ഒരു പിതാവിനെ സംസാരിക്കുന്ന പോലെ, Jesus, how do I do this? How will I know whether I'm ready? So ഇങ്ങനെ വ്യക്തമായിട്ട്, I still remember on December 8th, 2020, he spoke to me. The sign that he will give me when to know whether I'm ready for baptism or not. And on the same day, this was in the night after 12, that is why I say December 8th, 2020. And then yes, 2019. And then that was a Sunday, and in the morning God fulfilled his word and showed me the sign. So in each path of my life, പിന്നെ ഏത് കോളേജ് ചൂസ് ചെയ്യണം, അതില് എങ്ങനെ how to move forward in life, എല്ലാത്തിലും he showed me. So walking with Jesus for me personally, in my personal experience, is an everyday process. And പാട്ട് പാടിയ പോലെ, when I'm walking with Jesus, there is nothing to fear now. because ഒരു കുഞ്ഞിന്റെ ഫാദറിന്റെ കൈ പിടിക്കുമ്പോ, then that child is not worried about, okay, I have to be careful of this, I have to be careful of the dangers in my path, because the child knows that, okay, I am now holding the hand of my father. My father will take care of everything. And if there is something that the child will not be able to overcome, like if there is some pothole on the road or something, the child knows that the father will carry him in his arms. So, അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു till now the Lord has helped me experience that in my life. So, praising God for that. Please pray for me, everyone, that I continue to experience the fatherly love of God in my life, and I am able to walk with Jesus every day that I live on this earth and do His will. Praise the Lord.